Hey, what's going on, guys? What a lovely start. Just had a great update to game show. Oh man, it never fails. So yeah, how's everybody doing? Yes, this is a new map. I thought you guys would enjoy this. Not, I have no idea. I was so disappointed when I logged on today and I was like, oh my god, there's no map. So anyway, I was like, what can I do tonight? Because I missed last night and this afternoon. Well, actually this afternoon. I was like, well, I got to do something. So anyway, I was like, well, why don't we just try this? So anyway, we're gonna do some law folds, and Lossberg. I decided to go ahead and switch some things up and just get out of the logging on this and actually try the farming. I've never done the farming. I've never done animals. So literally for me, this is actually kind of brand new, although you guys have probably done this. I apologize if I play a little bit dumb tonight. You feel free to let me know where things are because I honestly don't know where half of them are. So what is up, guys? What's up, Scott, Chuck, Elliot? What's going on, guys? Jules, how are you? Let's see. There's the Nathaniel. And who else we got in here? Mario, what's going on, buddy? Hope you're doing well. Brandon and Benson. I got a lot of guys in here. Addy, what's up, man? How are you? Glad you guys are in here. It's good to see you, Addy. You've been out a little bit of commission with your PS4, so I'm glad you're back in the groove. Addy said he was going to be around on the next streams or whatnot because he's going to be a little bit out of school. So welcome. So let's get right to it. I've tried to add in a little bit of the DLC as much as I sold all my stuff off, and I'm gonna look at actually trying to do this thing. Figured I would start out with cows. I was able to at least get some of that. So one thing I noticed in this map was having to start looking at doing your own seed and fertilizer and actually using those seed and fertilizer pods there on the farm, which is actually kind of a really cool idea. So I figured I was going to have to get some of this stuff and get it on here. I actually found probably my new favorite small mid-sized tractor, and that's this Valtra N series. This little joker right there is awesome. Yep. We are good, Addy. Yes, I did see it, Brandon. Well, I saw the low loader. I assume that's what you're talking about. I was really upset we didn't see Sandy Bay or a new map. I gotta say, you know, trying to do a lot of extra farming in the afternoons or in the mornings whenever I get a chance to, and then kind of get streams set up. I do get farmed out of these maps pretty quick, and I think some of that is just being a little bit spoiled, honestly. A little bit spoiled getting the new maps, getting all that new stuff in, and so, you know, it's just one of those things. I figured I have not been on Lawfolds, and shoot, this is not Lawfold, sorry. Lossberg, I have not been on it in quite some time. So we'll see how tonight's stream does, see how the viewership on it is. I've got a little poll up there, and this is especially for you guys to answer as well as anybody coming into the stream later on. I know Lossberg has not been one of our more favorite maps, but for me it was just a change out of the ordinary. Just to kind of do a little something different. So I wanted you to fill out that poll with just a couple questions of what your favorite map is to watch in the live stream. Oh, come on, don't get stuck on there. There we go. So if you wouldn't mind taking a minute just to click on which one's your favorite. I don't know who votes who, so I'll just see a final tally. So don't worry, you're not going to offend me. Yeah, that's nice there, Mr. PC. I know I won't be able to farm it out because I can't have it. Let's see if I can get this thing up there. take it back to the farm. Squeeze all that together. I don't know if any of you have downloaded this. Obviously, the oh, that's barely going to clear. We'll find out. All right. Yes. What's up, MJ? How you doing, buddy? And yes, Chuck got a PC, so Chuck is now officially one of those guys. Probably should have put a weight on the front of this thing, but it's all good. That's a heavy trailer. Still figuring out if I like this mod. It's okay. The little bell thing up there. I haven't really done much on this map with it, but I'm not sure what engine sound this is from. I don't really know that I remember any of the other tractors in the default game having this tractor that the N series does, but it's definitely different than the S or the other one, T series, I guess. A nice sound. I'm just giving you a hard time, Chuck. You know that. So the more I've broken into this Kuhn pack, the more that I have actually begun to enjoy it. I gotta say, I was not that impressed to start with, but oh, I forgot you guys like to swing. Oh, really? Oh my gosh! I'll let him swing on out way wide. There you go. Now that I've actually gotten into that Kuhn DLC, I actually like it. I didn't like it at first. Thought it was pretty junky. Except for 4 or 5 of the mods were like all the bell wrappers. We talked about those. I guess not. Yeah, I guess it was last night. Yeah, it was just superbly done. I mean, I really couldn't say any more about those. Actually, kind of fun to use. But I've actually started using some of the other ones as well. And not necessarily just because they offer anything different, mainly because I paid for the season pass. I'm like, well, shoot, I better put them in the map and use those suckers. I'm glad I didn't need those strapped down. So anyway, I've actually got them in here, so I'm kind of looking forward to using them on these fields. Lossberg is really kind of a really big map, but all the fields are super teeny tiny. So it's a change from Old Stream, even though things are a bit stacked in this. They're a bit stacked in this side. It's oops, let me put the chat up there. Sorry, guys. There we go. My bad. Thank you, Brandon. I just looked up and saw that, so I appreciate that. I'll figure out where I'm going to put this stuff. Let's see, I don't remember which building I put my sprayers in. Let's find out. Not in that one? I think they're in this one over here. Yep, I believe I'll try to... Yeah, I'll put them in here. Oh, Chucky, I'm on the spot, huh? Man, I gotta make it happen. Well, is this going to determine the is this going to determine how whether or not you get to join stream again? Yeah, I know there's no cliffs, Ryan. I just needed to change, man. I was actually kind of looking forward to a map today, and nothing came. So I was like, well, you know what? Let's go to something I've not been to in quite some time. And I think last time I did this when I was doing silage, and I think y'all have watched me do officially enough silage, so you're welcome. She said yes. Alright, let's see. I'll try to stack these up over here. So I've pretty much got everything on that Kuhn DLC in here, besides there's a few little things I don't have, like the 3-meter cedar. I mean, there's no need on this map for that. I do have the 4.5-meter one, so I'll probably wind up buying the that 6-meter one, the standard from the game. I'll probably wind up buying that one eventually at some point. But we're gonna give it all a good whirl, and there's actually plenty of places to actually put all that stuff in this map. Gets a little crowded in old streams. The old stream farm, it gets a little crowded in that one, so hopefully this one will be a little more free to kind of get everything situated the way I want it. Yeah, yeah, that's funny, James. Yeah, if any of y'all don't know, he's James is alluding to the plane that struck a deer on, I guess, on takeoff down here at Charlotte, where I'm from. Oh, nice! I guess I did that. I guess I did know they did a white PS4. Yeah, any new guys that are here in stream, but welcome. It's not my normal standard stream map here. I have not done Lossberg in quite some time, but don't forget to hit the like, subscribe if you want to. Pretty much doing live stream every single night, but also wanted to let you know I'm just curious and trying to get as much participation in the poll as I can. Just want to see what maps you guys would be interested in seeing, even if it's some of the older stuff. Logging, just trying to figure out what the viewers want to see. Although I'll couple that with what I want to stream, but still I'll try to marry the best of the two, both worlds in there. Hopefully, we'll get a new map here in the next couple days. I would kind of digging one. Some of these, you know, I need a break from, but I don't necessarily want to go back into some of the old stuff. So like old stream is good, and I get on a spurt with it, and then I want something a little bigger. Lawfolds is the same way, and then I need a break, but then it's like, I've kind of pretty much given Chillington up, and at some point probably I'll be like, yeah, I need to go back there and do something. Hey, what's up, KTM? Haven't seen you in a while, buddy. Hope you're doing well, man. Good to see you. Let's see. Hey, what's up, Husky? Yeah, man. We just still piddling around the farm, man. How are you doing? This is going to be a little bit fun for me, because I mean, this is this is the first time I've ever done farming on Lossberg. I don't like this barn. This is mainly your silo, but I don't like this barn. No more logging. Yeah, I'd read that, Addy. I'd read that thing was pretty much had to have that stuff. If not, you're pretty much SOL in regards to being able to utilize it. But I bet if you do have 4K stuff, and 4K monitors can be pricey unless you catch them on a flash sale somewhere. Good, Husky. Yeah, well, I didn't mess up. It's the program. They're I don't know exactly what's going on with them. They're fixing and adding a lot of new features with Game Show, and anytime you get someone that adds new features, there's always bugs with those features. So some of the overlay stuff that I've done on here and setting up my scenes has screwed me up just a little bit. So when they update the versions and they add something new, it takes it a while to work some of those bugs out. So that's kind of what I've what I had to, when for some odd reason it just wouldn't clear my my PS4, wouldn't turn it on. So it little quick reset and started the download of the new updated version. So I'm all good to go now. Oh wow, KTM. Oh man, it's not good to fight, man. All right, let's see. So I'm trying to think. I've got, I believe I've got canola on 26, and I've got wheat on 40, 39 grass field, 31 grass field. So find out one of those. I can actually do a little bit of harvesting here right off the get-go. And I actually got my y'all appreciate this. I've got my favorite harvester in the whole game. And it really is my favorite. Just trying, there it is. And now I can pull that with the harvester. What do I need next? What do I need next? Merger. Going to make bales. I'm going to make grass bales. I'm going to do tethered grass bales. And I've already got cows in the pens. I just don't have anything to feed them with. So I am going to get to work. Alright, now let's go. I am going to be doing square just for time purposes. I've got I actually like the square bell wrapper, and that's, you know, kind of one of the newer things in regards to the Kuhn DLC. So I was going to use that, and because I've got round on Old Stream, pretty much everything on Old Stream is round, and I'm actually going to use that black sheep mod, which is actually really good. The little square bell feeder that Black Sheep Modding did, that thing is pretty slick. I went over there and tested it out today. But I'm going to do square because we got an update on another feeder that I actually really liked, and we're going to take a peek at it today. Let's see. One of these is how you get in here. I can't remember. Is this it? No. The thing about it, you better have your driving skills on for this map. Uh-oh. I'm gonna get in trouble here. Pink bales. I actually put black bales because, you know, I told you once you went black, you didn't go back. So I haven't gone back because I went black that one time. That's all it took. So 1.4 release or no? 1.4, yeah. I mean, now I have 1.4.2 on here. I'm not sure what the release or no is. You would do pink bales. I'll switch it up to pink if you get 20s. Chuck, you let me know when you get 20. If y'all want to see pink bales that bad, I don't get it, but okay. Yeah, it's a lot of trees in Lossberg. I'm probably gonna wind up knocking some crap over here. It's all right. How do you? Oh, I'm already stuck on a tree. You mean how do you get it on a baler? You just go to the shop like you're customizing a vehicle, and you just choose your color. Got black, green, black, mint green, a white, and a pink. And I think right now I have black on them. Oh my gosh. Push this trailer out of the way. Good enough. Just mean did it update? Yes, yes. Yeah, and they did some worker updates in it. I'm not sure. You know, some people have liked what's kind of going with them, the updates. The workers have been they've gotten a major update. Now, there's one thing that I'll say. Of Crop destruction may be one of those mods that gets left off with this update. I'm not really partial to it, but the way the I'll see if I can set a worker off here and I can explain that. It'll actually back up into your crop instead of turning around on the outside. If it's got enough room, I think it will turn around, but if it doesn't, then it will actually go through. So that's pretty aggravating. But other than that, I really can't tell much of what they did. I mean, they fixed some things and did a lot of inside adjustments. But yeah, this is 1.4.2. Gonna use the 10-foot header. Man, this is the 18-foot header. Y'all know me, I usually use the big stuff, and I decided I was gonna, I was gonna do all stuff that you would normally find on a map with fields this size. So here we are. You're welcome. Look at there. There's a little makeout couch there by the campfire. That's, hey. That's kind of scary, actually. Alright, so I'm just going to pull off just... okay. I'm just going to pull off a row right here just to give me a little bit more headroom here. And then just make laps. Yeah, they did mess up a lot. Well, I think they tried to fix it, and I think there was a valiant effort. They fell a little bit short. It's like I always say, man. It was a good thought, they just never finished it. Yeah, that couch does look dirty, man. Looks dirty in a wrong dirty kind of way. No, it's not the old school equipment, but honestly, we don't really have a ton of old school equipment. You know, we've got those, like, what, 3 or 4 tractors, and then you got that old nasty case. But I mean, I can do an 18, I can do a 21 foot, but I can't do that 14 foot. That's just too small. But the cool thing was using something like this was it gave me an excuse to use the merger from the Kuhn pack. So that's kind of why I went with it. All right, I think I'm just going to cut across here, and then that'll. Yeah, well, at some point, Addy, we're getting close. They say 2018. I'm not sure 2018 for FS17 or for a DLC pack. All right, let's see. I'm gonna go ahead and go back up here. Right. You know, Chuck the cheerleader. Thank you, Chuck. I do appreciate it. Yeah, I gotta say, Chuck, I thought of you today. Opened up the mods and noticed that that we didn't have anything for console, and I was like, oh well, look at there, PC got like 3 new maps today. I was like, well, what do you know? Give me an L. Oh, y'all ain't right. You know, it's kind of weird. I mean, I got 20 some looking. I mean, I guarantee it's because nobody's streaming Lossberg right now. I mean, I got on this map and I was like, you know, I mean, I actually like this map. I got a little frustrated with it there, but honestly, this one and Chillington and the others kind of all came out all at the same time. So I think this one and some others, this is pretty cluttered. I mean, it's an extremely busy map, but it's definitely got a lot of life in it. But there's something on every single, you see how there's a bench, a random bench to kind of knock you off his field. So, I mean, if you're one of those guys that likes to have the big turnarounds and all that stuff in here, you're gonna have to chop a lot of trees down. Give you a knee. Played Colborough, kind of laggy at certain, and had tractor fall through the map. Yes. Probably the one thing about now this, I'm not sure, Tara, if you're on PC or console. I'm on console, but I noticed every single time, and it's no different on it now than it was when I first had it. Colborough always gives me big lag issues whenever I look in those forestry areas, because they just piled a ton of trees in there, and consoles really just can't process that plus equipment. I don't know if that's exactly what your problem is, but I have fallen through there on the horse field. Now, I haven't really been over on that horse field since the update. Last time I played it, it's pretty good. I spend most of my time by the cows on Coldborough, so I'm not sure about some of those other areas like leading up to the pigs. I have not been to the horse farm or the pigs since the update. I do know that. I mean, it's possible to reinstall, but I mean, usually you find reinstalls in PC and that kind of thing. Most of the time on console, it really doesn't ever matter. But I mean, if it seems like something's just not right, it's worth a shot. Yeah, you should feel bad, Chuck. Should feel bad. Get a Challenger, go with the tracks. Yeah, I mean, you can. I just, you know, I've gone with Challenger before, and I mean, they're okay, but I don't know. This was just something different. You don't see this. You don't see people using this equipment all the time. It'll work good too, especially with a small little, you know, harvester taking this. I mean, it doesn't take any time to these fields anyway, and then you got the added bonus of being able to utilize the DLC and the merger. So that'll be pretty cool. Looking forward to that. Yeah, I did try the new low loaders there, Brandon. It's okay. I mean, it's simple. You can't change the color on it, but it is simple. I do like the fact that it has all the straps on it. So I guess if you're doing square bales on a big map, say a Lawfolds or something, and you're wanting to, you know, take down, you know, 25, 35, 40 some bales, if you can stack them that high on the trailer, I mean, I guess it'll haul it as long as you got one of the big trucks. So I mean, I guess in that sense, you know, it's okay. That's funny, Rod. Well, you're on CKTM. You're on Xbox, right? What which console are you on, Terry? Are you on PS4? Because I'm on PS4 and I notice it. So I mean, it's very well possibly a you know, PS4 issue. You kidnapped your kitty. Okay. Oh, Xbox. Yeah, I mean, that's weird. I would normally say that, you know, I'd say if you're on console, generally you're probably going to have issue with a mod. Now, It's completely and entirely possible that there's a mod that I don't use on Coldborough that maybe you are using that is pretty high in the poly count. The model of it is very, very good, and maybe it's just a little much in between certain areas. I don't honestly use a lot of the mods. I use a lot of the tool mods and the small stuff. I don't use a lot of the big stuff, so I'm not sure. It's very well possible there's something in there that's conflicting with it, although I wouldn't think that. But Giant says they test everything, but obviously they don't test their updates or their DLC, so after Sunday, I hear you there. Have you had much time to mess with it, Scott? I like it. PS4s. I was an Xbox guy before, so I mean, it is what it is on the console stuff. I mean, I kind of think they're both the same. They're just different versions of the same beast. Running systems are pretty cool. All the stream stuff you can do with it. I mean, I like the systems. I don't really think I like the Xbox or the PlayStation any more than the other. I actually probably like the Xbox Live more than I do PS Network. Am I going to invest in a steering wheel? Actually, I am investing in a PC, and I'm investing in some flight sim gear. So I'm going to be on PC soon enough, maybe the next couple of weeks, depending on what the build time will be on my computer. But yeah, I'm moving in that direction just because I want to, not just with Farm Sim, but I've said it plenty of times on here before. Just I want to move out into some other simulation games that you can't really touch with a 90-foot pole on console. So kind of get back to what I was doing before. Kind of the older I get, the more I want to jump into some of that sim game stuff and get away from the Call of Duties and the Division and all that stuff. And then it will just inherently benefit me for Farm Sim. So my goal is to have the G29 set up for doing something like Euro Truck. I've loved that game. I can't really run it on my Mac that I have, but I can run it enough to know that I like it. So I guess with that it will, but I won't be getting a steering wheel, at least for necessarily console use. What's going on, Joe? How you doing, bro? I didn't even know it lets you even play without the updated version, KTM. Yeah, you need to get that out of the box, Scott. Oh, we just hit a record. Just hit a record. So everybody that's here, FTG just hit a record. 27 viewers, and that is my record. It was previously 26. So it's like I say, I greatly appreciate that. That's a milestone. Yeah, I mean, I think if this is your first version of Farm Sim, if any of you guys, kind of watching along with the conversation, if this is the first time you've ever played a Farm Sim, at some point, more than likely, you'll probably notice that you'll want a little more. Oh, I'm gonna wind up throwing this trailer in the trash. Let me find a cliff. And for those of you who don't know, Sosnovka episode 2, I rolled a lot of my logging equipment off the cliff and stopped the game. I was like, alright, stream's over, guys. I'll talk to y'all tomorrow. That kind of raged on air. It's okay. That on there? Yeah. So you'll probably notice pretty quick you'll want to extend the game even more, whether that's maps, mods. I mean, I could deal with the mods. I'll be honest with you, I think my whole big thing is maps. I mean, sure, I would love to have some of these mods, course play, follow me's, all these other things that you can have. I think the extension of the game on that side is very appealing, but also the maps are very appealing, and that's something you get a whole heck of a lot more on PC than you do console. Still good enough? Thank you, Paul. Appreciate it, man. What's up, Jamie? Yeah, well, the good thing is, depending on what you want to do, you can actually get a fairly decent average run-of-the-mill game computer for Farm Sim, and it actually, will run it quite well. Farm Sim is not a hugely demanding game, and I made the wrong turn. So let's get up here and screw a Yui. Actually, I can get there from here. Can I? Yeah. It's not a hugely demanding game. Going into flight sim and that kind of stuff, it is going to be demanding. So I'm gonna need a little extra on the back end. But yeah. Hey, what's up, Zenon? How you doing, buddy? I like the video. You don't have offset thumbsticks. I'm gonna tell you what, Scott, man, that was my biggest hurdle. That was my biggest hurdle with PlayStation, was moving to a symmetrical controller, and I still don't like it. I do know that ended my Call of Duty career and everything. I used to play, and I didn't say I played no MLG, but I used to play Domination with a whole crew. A clan crew all the way up through Modern Warfare, and we pretty much broke up and people went their own ways when we got into Advanced Warfare. I didn't really play Advanced Warfare until like after a year it already came out, and we were somewhere between 600 and 800 players in the world in Domination, and I played that stuff religiously. And when I moved to PS4, dude, I could not play it. I couldn't kill anybody. I couldn't do anything. I looked like a sporadic 7-year-old on the battlefield after shooting a gun in the air, because my thumbs were symmetrical now on the PlayStation when they weren't on Xbox. I played the Xbox that way all my life, and it royally screwed me up. It took a long time for me to get used to that. Long time. Hey, what's up, Justin? Alright, see you, Addy. Good to see you, bud. I have missed you in stream. I'm glad you were able to show up for tonight. Nice, KTM. Yeah, they do make the modded ones. I actually contemplated that. Did I go the wrong way? Nah, this will work. Still like trying to remember how I got to certain places. Right now I need to go get a tipper and empty this thing. Yeah, I saw the modded. They got shoot, I gotta. If you don't find it, let me know. There's the modded controllers, but there's also something that you plug up into your PC, and then you plug into. I think maybe you should get the controller, and it's got software on it that you basically map the buttons back over to a so basically you can use an Xbox controller with the PS4 and vice versa. If you don't see that, I may see if I can't find that. I'll send you a link or something. I'll shoot you a link on Twitter or something. Because I actually looked at getting that when I was looking at this stuff. Let's see. Which one is this? No, I need the other one. I already had a weight on there. It's like, why don't you let me hook that weight up? Yeah, I like Chillington, KTM. It's always it was a good one. I've played it a lot. I think I've made it up into like 17 or 18 episodes on stream with that one. That was that ironically was a very popular one. Let's see. Which way do I want to go? Let's go this way. Now I would say Lossberg would be fun as I'll get out with steering wheel. Just because everything's so tight in this whole entire map. You got obstacles everywhere. This would be a fun one to use with steering wheel. I do wish PlayStation and Xbox, I'm assuming too, would allow you to use controller with steering wheel and use them tandemly under the same controller profile. I don't think you can, but that would be pretty awesome if you could. Probably see a lot more of those, steering wheels and stuff getting bought for something like this. We'll go to sleep if you see pink bells. Well, I am purposefully going to leave those pink bells on for hour 2. I will make you wait the whole stream. Not really, I'm not that mean. Yeah, yeah, I know what you mean there, KTM. I've done the same. I'm kind of a little bit peeved that they have not fixed the Joskin low loader trailers with the nice ramps and stuff on them, like the long 10-meter one. That's a 30-foot trailer. Well, roughly a few more actually. It's a great trailer for square bales because you've got that nice little ramp up on it too. But most of the tractors don't even fit up on the back of it anymore. Oh, wrong one. There we go. Oh, Navswell. Yeah, now I will say this, Tara. There's a couple coming. Sandy Bay's coming, but also Oxygen David did another one. I think it was Thornton Farm. He has confirmed that that one is coming as well. Now I know Thornton's not Navswell, but or Naveswell, however you say it. And there's a few of those. And there was new maps today that I don't understand why they didn't come on console. Now, I will say this: the more that I do research into why modders are not releasing certain stuff into console, is twofold. One of the reasons on the FSUK forums, which is where a lot of the map makers, we've sat over here in this farm and we've sat and stream and I've heard everybody and include myself kind of sit here and complain about why we're not getting map mods and that kind of thing. A lot of it's because of those the UK guys. There's a lot of Europeans that do the modding. There's not a lot of Americans that do the modding because the community's so much stronger on the UK side. So FSUK and all those get a lot of they've got a lot of modders over there, a lot of maps. Everything's usually all resembled what they have over there. Germany, UK, you name it, they've got a map over there in the country in Europe, and that's why we don't have any American stuff on here except for Rattlesnake Valley or any of those, which of course we don't get on console. But two things, and I always say this in stream, part of the reason that some of them don't do it is because they don't think console deserve it, because consoles are a bunch of complainers, especially on forums. That's one thing. It's one reason. And the other one is because Giants makes it too hard for those guys to release, especially these first-time map makers that do really, really, really good work. They've got to have so many beta mods in the section, and they're like, do you know how long it takes to actually get some of those mods in the beta format just for Giants to release them? So Giants probably needs to, we would probably see some more maps on here if they would change their rules on how they govern how mods come to console. That's probably the two biggest reasons, which is why we always have a shortage of maps. When the maps that were on there today, I didn't see anything custom script-wise that would say any reason of why they shouldn't be on consoles as well. They weren't 4X maps, they weren't huge maps, they were just maps. So kind of frustrating. I was really hoping to see something in the at least some mods. I mean, it was nothing in there today. Hey, see you, Chuck. See, let me make one more cut on this side, and that way I can make a pass there around these trees. Yeah, yeah, and I don't, you know, Scott, it's a twofold, man. I think they just naturally do it, and I don't think they do it on purpose. I think it's just how it. They're just so used to having the typical console question on the forums, especially farm sim forums. Man, they're terrible. I was trying to be a positive console guy over there, but man, it was hard. There's not a lot of direction on that forum, which is probably why it's not that great. It's kind of almost been taken over by console and some know-it-all PC guys, so it's a little bit of a shame. Any game like this always thrives when you have a good, strong community. Whether that's forums, YouTube guys. I mean, I've actually met some really nice YouTubers that are also doing farm sim that want to see a strong farm sim community, because that just, you know, that bodes well for everybody. Yeah, he is, Scott. But it's so weird because and this is not a slight against him, but when he got the first console map from Oxygen David, and we knew that Chillington was coming to console, all these console guys flocked to his channel. I mean, he got thousands of subscribers from consoles because he was featuring the first modded map. So of course those console guys just stayed with him. There was no console guys before watching him, at least not religiously, because he wasn't playing maps that we would ever have in 15. So he got like thousands of. If you look at his first Chillington, like his first 2 Chillington episodes, you'll see what I'm talking about, if he still got them uploaded on YouTube. And that's where all of his console guys came from. So every single stream, the console guys would just keep hounding him every single time. Like, keep hounding him about, when is this map coming? Is this map coming to console? We gonna get that mod? Can we have John Deere? I mean, it was just constant. So that's why he hates consoles, because they completely monopolize his chat now, which I think is kind of funny. This is the small price you pay for a lot of subscribers. yeah. And I'm not sure why they hate them. I mean, I don't hate PC guys, man. I love it when PC guys come in here. I love asking them questions, or, you know, teasing them or whatnot, but I love it. We got quite a few PC guys that are in here. But I don't, you know, I'm not a jerk to them just because I got a PC. And even if I wasn't getting one, I still wouldn't be a jerk to them. Oh, I didn't mean to do these laps like this. I meant to go up and down. Oh well. Yeah, we're not streaming till 11 p.m. I at least got a few more hours in me before I stop. Farm sim on Commodore, get out. The Commodore 64. Oh man, I remember Commodore 64 and a chopper. And me and my dad would get in fights and arguments over who was gonna get to play it. And I know now, I was talking to my dad. I don't know if I told you this, Ryan. I was talking to him the other day, and he said, you know, he said, yeah, Mom told me you were gonna get back into flight simming and all that other stuff. And I was like, yeah. And he said, do you remember when I had Flight Simulator 95? I was like, you had what? So I guess I get it honest, man. My dad had Flight Simulator 95 on Windows 95. Oh. Yeah, I don't have anything in my... new mod just came out. I'll let me know what it is, Jamie, because I can't check it out quite right now. What's up, Lindsay J? What is happening? Welcome. Low loader step deck, huh? We might just have to check that out. Oh, that's the one we got this morning. Okay, I didn't realize they called that a step deck. Okay. I got you. Alright, so I think I've got enough of the headland cut away there, so let's see what worker does on this map. So this will be with 1.4.2 update on console, which is what I'm on. I'm not sure, since I've actually cut enough of my headland away, which is around these upper ends where the trees and stuff are. He actually may turn out and steer, and then again they may back into the field and turn around. Let's see what they do. The workers are quite a bit more wonky now than they used to be. Yeah, see, then there you go. Then is crop destruction going to get it? Okay, this is interesting. Alright, so that was one thing I think they fixed in 1.2. Because when it did back up before, it destroyed your crop as it made that turn. Anyway, so that looks like it's going to work. Yeah, they're not that. Some of them are better than others. The triangular fields are the ones where it really gets you, but at least it doesn't. I do have crop destruction on this map, but it's not getting it by any means. So that's good. $64 costs as much as my current PC. I'll throw this up there. I always like doing this when I actually have some new guys sub in. It's Brad M73 Supervisor. This is my latest one. Freddie Sewell, or Sully. Thomas Blackburn, KTM. KTM, you resubbed. You just wanted to see your name in shining lights, didn't you? That you start with. Oh, okay. Well, hopefully this guy, well, I should say this this lady with her burgundy breeches and her black shirt and hat to match. They have some of the weirdest workers in there. I'm like, this one's actually doing okay. So yeah, so see, once you cut enough away, they'll actually make the turn. See, that's the thing that gets you, is when you're got obstacles, they'll back through the field like they're supposed to. Unless you cut enough away like that right there, then they actually turn like they're supposed to. So that's actually pretty cool. That's a nice that's nice. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and get this, and I'm gonna maybe do this as that worker's actually doing. Oops. Pretty decent work there. Oh, maybe. Let's see. I'm gonna put. Let me just put this over here for right now. I'm gonna grab me a weight. Well, this is a great little tractor, but I'm not sure. Let me just make sure I got enough horsepower to power that thing. It should be in a windrow, so 140, and I think that one's gonna be this T series, N series. Oh shoot, what was the other one? I got 145, and that was 140. Okay, yeah, we're good. Yep. You like my accent? Well, you should be the first one that would. Very self-conscious of my southern accent. You either like it or you hate it. So I'm all over North Carolina, so I can't help it. I would love to have this great announcer voice for YouTube and all the good stuff, but yeah, no. Just me. Let's see. Now this has got a wonky way of getting into the field. I think it's over here. Yep. So this is, if you have not seen it yet, this is the lovely merger that came with the Kuhn DLC. This little sucker right here is actually pretty cool. It's more cool to operate than it is, you know, than what it actually does. I mean, you can still do a windrow or do the same thing, but if you didn't want to have to make 25 gazillion trips here on the field trying to pick up bales and make bales, then you can combine everything into, you know, 2 or 3 rows. So I'll turn my help window on here so we can see. So you got the lower, and then you've got a turn on merger. Now you actually can, now once you raise it up, you can switch it off to either side. So work mode to the left, work mode to the right. That means it's going to shuck all the stuff to the right side, which is pretty much what you want. So we'll lower it down, and then it'll basically spit everything right there on the side. So a little easier to turn around. And then while you make the when you make the turn, you just leave it on the right side, and it'll combine the next 2 rows into what you've already done there. It's pretty cool. What's wrong with the other one, Benson? Nothing wrong with my voice. Well, thank you. Y'all are making me feel a little bit less self-conscious about it. Now, if you get a little bit closer and can use that guide as your level, that's obviously going to get the best results when you go to actually making your bales. You won't have a path that's quite so wide. And use that as your gauge. But I love this thing. This is I'd have paid $2 or $3 for this thing by itself. I don't know. This is cool. This is a cool one. I like it. Not a fan of Dutes. Yeah, I don't actually have much of them. I don't have them on here. I don't know why. I have my favorites on here, but I try to always pick a different tractor for a different map. Honestly, I don't know why I do that, but at Chellington, I've pretty much stayed with a lot of Massey, and this one I'm going to try to stay with the Valtras, and then maybe if I do one big one, I might do the S series. Then I've got a lot of the red, white, and I think the other one I did the stayer, and what else did I do on Coldborough? I forget the other one that I'm doing on Coldborough. But I typically take a map and keep the same equipment, because typically, I guess on a real farm, you'd find people that would kind of be doing the same thing. They kind of have their brand, and that's what they like farming with. What you mean 20-foot sinkhole? You mean like in the street, or are you talking about in that dam, the Orville Dam? It's yeah, it's okay, KTM. I just you know, I throw most of that out just to go. No, we got some younger guys that watch. You know, I don't want parents coming in here and, you know, checking out what they're doing online, and, you know, just keeps everybody in the clear. Alright, so that's pretty good for that one. I'll just leave that one by itself and pick it up. Valtra S isn't big enough for loss. Well, I guess it depends on how many fields you're going to pull together. Most of these fields don't necessarily warrant the need unless you do what you do, which you know, combine all those fields together. In case you're wondering, you do have to change your work mode. Oh, and you can make it to the middle, so we'll do that one. We'll do one down to the middle here. Now, this one's pretty cool. Uh-oh, I'm not even picking that one up. Oh, it's just not quite wide enough. It's alright, we'll make another pass and pick it up. There we go. Refresh chat, thank you. Do I just play farmer, or are you one? I'm not sure what you're asking there. I do play multi, if that's what you mean. We featured quite a few people here on from YouTube that are on PS4. We featured some of those guys in here, so I do multi. I don't do it all the time. Typically, I just I'll keep it to certain maps that I have plenty enough equipment that gives everybody something to do, that they can actually be in chat. I'm not chat, and that they can actually be in the stream, in the picture. Hey, what's going on, Stunt? Oh, I see what you're saying, Ryan. Yeah, some of these on the outside there, some of the bigger ones there on the outside, like I know 12 and 27, 29, I think they've actually got some big old heels in them. I'm good, Stunt. Good to see you, buddy. If you've got anybody new coming in, please fill out that poll. Obviously, I won't know who votes who, but that just kind of helps me figure out what maps you guys are actually into right now, which ones you want to see live streamed, that kind of thing. I've got my personal favorites, but I'm not always necessarily doing it for just me, so. All right, let's see. Let me refresh this. Crap. All right, let's see. 17. So what we need? 3 more likes. Y'all want me to put pink on my on my bell wrapper. All right, let's see there. That is. We'll back this up. Put that over there. Kind of do on this farm. I do hate the I do take the camera collision mod. I do use that one, but it's aggravating around on this farm because it dives in and out of buildings because there's so much stuff together. Let me see if I can do it back here. There we go. Good enough for me. Hey, what's up, Zenon? Yes, it is going great, as always. I hope you're doing good, man. Be a couple weeks, man, you'll be able to share some of those wonderful mods you be throwing up over there. Put some disco lights in the cow sheds, man. Throw it up on stream. Let's see. Let me make sure I got enough. I don't know if I got enough power on this baler. Let's see. Yep, that's what I thought. I'll have to go get the white one. Alright, going to have to do some running here. I was kind of afraid of that. Are you, what are you on now, Stun? Are you on PC, or are you just looking to get in the console? me see what stuff's selling for. So what have we got? Okay. Okay, you got 360. That's right. That's right. I remember you talking about that, and you were going to upgrade into one of those. Well, when it comes to this, there's no difference. I mean, I don't think there's much of a difference between PS4 and Xbox. I mean, some people would think that one's better than the other. You know, whatever you do, this will be a good network for you anyway, because we've got lots of guys from both. We've got a lot of PS4 guys, got a lot of Xbox guys, so there'll be no shortage of people for you to meet up with and do some farming online, which will be cool if you're into that. Alright, now I'm going to play a dumb moment here, because this is seriously the first time I've done this. I'm assuming that this is, and someone can just AK yes or no. I'm assuming this is where I dump. I am assuming. Just a head nod, yes or no, because I have really no idea. Yes! Woohoo! I know that's so terrible. Oh, well, that was a fail. Gonna swing this sucker out wider. Actually, I'd probably do better off just backing it in there. Might be a little bit trailers on the... Yeah. Okay. I would say I was running around trying to find, because I saw all these fertilizer and these seed pods, and I was like, what the crap is all this? I was like, none of them work. And then I noticed they had those little flip up things there by the side that you can actually fill. And if you don't know, that's what I'm talking about right there. So you can actually back up and actually fill and put in seed and fertilizer, and then use that as to kind of fill up, just keep it stocked up like your mass fill, instead of putting it in an auger wagon or a tipper trailer or something, you know, non-realistic like that. You put it in that, which is kind of cool, because we don't get the placeables and all that stuff on here. So definitely pretty cool. So no matter how much I play these maps, it's still things to pick up on these things. Because I had saved this as an only, you know, kind of save this as an only whatchamacallit, I guess a logging / silage map. Whoops, we'll have to repaint that, no worries. Well, at least the worker actually looks like he's actually doing a pretty good job on this field. Actually, I'm kind of surprised. Yes, I do stunt. I am on PS4. I am actually probably going to remain on PS4, at least for stream and YouTube. I mean, I'm actually in the process of getting a computer now, or at least, you know, within the next couple of weeks. But with that being said, one thing that I am going to be doing is probably, because I think my PSN network stuff is going to last until next January. So I think what I'm going to still continue to try to do with FTG stuff is incorporate some guys on PlayStation on stream that way, because I'll have access for both. So there's no reason why I can't jump on PlayStation and you know, do some mod reviews about just stuff that's been coming out, things that are going on with console, and still being able to feature, you know, kind of still collectively get those guys that are still supporting me, you know, on the channel and whatnot. So I still plan on doing that, even though I'm going to move to PC. But yes, I am on PS4 now. And I will, you know, I don't know that anything's going to change in the future. I doubt it's going to. But as in regards to, you know, PlayStation versus Xbox, I know there's a lot of mods now that they say would come out on Xbox, but a lot of things get held up by Sony. Now, I don't know that that'll ever change, but if it does, it might change for the better for Xbox people. If you're looking to play just Farm Sim and then get into your standard Call of Duty and all that kind of stuff, then it doesn't really matter what you get. Yeah, I got Facebook and I got Instagram. Not with the channel though, just personal stuff. At some point, I really wanted to have it done by the end of this week. It may be the start of this week, beginning of it. I was kind of trying to figure out and hold up what I was going to do in regards to... Oh, did I? No, yeah, I'll go this way. I took the wrong road. I went the long way around. I forgot what I was going to say. Oh, yeah. So I did some logos for... I'm beginning to X-Plane Flight Sim plus Farm Sim, so I'm going to have like a couple of different logos. I'm going to have some shirts made. That's why I haven't done them yet, because I wanted to expand on this, but I didn't really know how to do it or what I was going to do with it. So what I think I'm going to do is make like a Farm Sim Division t-shirt. So those guys that support the Farm Sim side of it, you know, you kind of got your t-shirt that's kind of collectively the Farm Sim part. So the logo's the same one that we see everywhere else. It's got the little tractor up there. And then I'm working on another one for the X-Plane and the Flight Sim Division for those guys that follow me and enjoyed that part. It's got a little bit different. It's the same shape of logo, it's just different. I don't know why I brought this all the way back down here. I got thinking about too many other things. So it's kind of... Oh, shoot. It's kind of what I was thinking. I was actually trying to collectively put all that stuff on Facebook for FTG side. So that's why I'm a little bit slow getting all that stuff out, because I actually wanted to add some things in and didn't want to... I just didn't want to half it in the beginning. Kind of want to have all that stuff set up before I went live with all that. Do I have force feedback on console? You know, I want to say that G29's force feedback now. I could be totally wrong about that, but I want to say that it is. But it's very possible that it isn't. So don't quote me on that. Don't say that, FTG. What? That I'm going to PC? Well, you ought to know me by now. I am not going to. I'm not going to just walk off into the distance in the sunset and leave console guys. Leave you guys hanging there. What's going on, Zlatko? I guess that's how you say your name, or Zlatko. Yep, it's good simulation. I meant to just drop this trailer off up here and then go back over there and grab the baler, but instead I took the whole entire thing. So let me drop this back off up here and then I'll go get that baler and get started on that. It's so weird. Not that it's you know, bothered me like massively by any... Oh shoot, he's almost done with the field. Not that it's necessarily bothering me, but it is kind of interesting that Lossberg, I actually stopped doing Lossberg because I kind of got tired of it. Just wasn't really digging the... I wasn't digging the farming at first because I wanted something a little bigger, and I wanted to use some bigger equipment, and just wasn't really digging the clutterness for the big farm equipment. And so I actually did, because there was nobody watching. Nobody watched Lossberg. It was like nobody, like half of the normal crowd. And then it's so funny, tonight I've had my biggest crowd on Lossberg, and I would just about guarantee it's because nobody's seen Lossberg streamed in a while. Because I actually re-downloaded it and was like, I kept my save game and then sold everything off, and then I was like, yeah, I guess I'll re-download that and see what's going on with Lossberg. Yeah, I know that. I know it'll work that way. It's not very realistic because that's an extreme fire hazard. I'm doing that. Mm. All of that stuff right there by the all that combustible material right there by the engine and all that heat coming out of that combine. I don't know if this Kuhn one will attach under there under the TC5 or not. I assume it will, but I don't know. This baler is heavy. Just take that tree stump out. Yeah, man, it's Black Sheep's good. So anybody's in here, go give them a follow on Facebook because they got a lot of really cool stuff. They do videos, you know, with their release stuff. I mean, some of it, I don't. There's very few things that they've done since FS17 came out that is not console or multi-platform. Windows, Mac, PC, I mean PS4 and Xbox. I mean, pretty much everything they've done, they've been on the console side and PC side. So, and they're like one of the only modders. Dadgummit, I went the wrong way again. They're one of the only modders that's done that. So pretty much everything they've released and are going to release is going to be multi-platform based, which is awesome. And I'm not sure if they've got, I'm pretty sure they've got donation pay. If any of you guys are interested in throwing them some, you know, a donation here or there, you know, these guys they're making chump change from Giants for their mods, so just kind of keep that in mind. I mean, even if it's $5, you know, I mean, you'd be surprised. You put enough $5 together, and it actually makes it worthwhile to do it. Because I don't even want to know how many hours those guys have spent. You know what? I bet I can't get down there from there. Oh, well, welcome back to Lossberg. Yeah, I don't know if you remember your password, Scott, but I've got your old name on my Twitter. If you wanted to go back to your old name, you could probably request the password back to your email if you wanted your old one back. Well, I thought I might be able to, but I thought it was going to be through the that tree. I didn't know if I'd be able to get through that tree. I don't want to get stuck. So I don't know, this is just the entry-level field, so I didn't get a chance to do the plowing and the multi-stage, you know, get to do the multi-stage process here, so I'm not sure how many bales I'm actually going to be able to effectively make off of this. Probably not many, honestly. Yeah, I am following you, Scott. That's how I get all your messages, isn't it? Well, I'm following your old name. I think you must have gone back and redone your name. Because I'm looking at it right now. Let's see. Stand by. There you go, Scott. I was following your other name, not this new one. Sorry about that. If you're interested in following me on Twitter, it is @FullTilt. Following the old one, yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna make more bills on here than I thought I did. I'll be mad for this little old bitty field. I would have went ahead and, oh, this must have been barley instead of wheat. Okay, that one didn't do it. I did it on the row before. I was going to throw a little bailing tip here, but I'm not really going to need to. So never mind. Strike that, reverse it. Yeah, so you can see that you know, that merger really does help. Instead of making all those trips back and forth. A lot of people don't think to windrow your, you know, your straw or your barley rounds whenever you get done, but yeah, it helps. All right, let's see. We'll fold that up and let's unload it. Alright, so now about the only thing left, let's see, I'm getting locked up in here, is do some grass. It's probably the only thing. Now you got, now since 1.4.2, you have to do a dried or a hay, dried grass, which means grass cut and then tethered. You have to do that now. Let me check my map, make sure I'm, yeah, I thought so. So you have to do that now. If you want to get your total mixed ration. It's the only way they'll only way they'll allow you to have that. So now when you put stuff in the feeder wagons, if you didn't do cows before and you think, oh well, I'll just put grass in there and it changes it, yeah, it doesn't. So now you actually have to do it the right way. So you have to use a grass bale down at the cows to have the regular grass that's not dry, and then they have to have tethered grass. So just keep that on your docket there if you're doing cows in the new update and you have not done it since the update. It has changed. Hey man, everybody should have the same level of excitement when FTG follows them. Trust me man, I get excited when I see people follow me. I'm like, oh look, they care what I think. Alright, so I can't wrap those up, so I have to go do some grass right quick. So let's go knock that out. Let's see, do I have a weight on here? No, I do not. So I decided, for whatever reason, I don't know why I did this, but I decided to go with the half mower. I don't know, it just looked cool. I was going to go with the Kuhn out of the new pack, but sadly, we do not have a front one for Kuhn. So, and my motto is usually all about the vanity, so I typically do not like for my stuff to not match. It's like my tractors always match, my equipment is all red and white, my mowers are yellow and red. Don't mind that, but we don't have a Kuhn front mower, which bothers me. Let's see, I've got two grass fields. I've got this little one up here by the cows. I'll use my shortcut. Yep. Favorite map, guys. Appreciate that, Jules. Just let me know. That's more for me than it is for anybody else. I can let you know what y'all's favorite map was, because you'll see me start streaming it. But yeah. Alright, I think this is it. Yes. I could have just left that merger over here. I forgot I was going to be doing this. Come on. Come on, gate. There you go. So I think about the only good thing about necessarily doing it like this is that you'll you can actually do it from the front cab, especially when it's stuck off to the right like that. You don't really have to pay any attention to it, so you can kind of do some cab driving. Yep, we'll give Scott that, man. He's been on the 411 when it comes to a lot of these new mods coming. He stays pretty active with everything, so that's definitely plugging in, being a part there of the community, because he lets me know things, and I always make sure I throw it out to him, shout out to him whenever I get on stream, especially if he's giving me some info on some good mods. And yeah, Scott certainly found his share of good ones. So yeah, so see, now you can just come in here and grab just this inside row. You can actually cut grass from inside, which is nice. Yeah, that's what I said, Ryan. I was like, really? Because of course I started throwing all this grass in there, and I was like, why is my mixture not right? Then I started reading why it wasn't right, and I was like, oh. Because really, this is the first year that they actually made us put grass in there. 15, we never had to put grass in the bales. I mean, in the stalls for the cows. So this year we do. So and also, I think the one reason I did go with this short one is because of horsepower. I did have the other Valtra, but I thought this one would probably, since I was only starting with the 2 tractors, this one obviously be a better one with the tight steering on this one. If y'all want a tractor that has an awesome turn radius on it, this Valtra is insane. I'm sure it's even better when you flip it around and drive drive the reverse drive. It's even better. Hey, what's going on, Jonathan? And Wealthy, what's happening, man? Hope you guys are doing well. Hope you're doing wealthy. Boom, boom. I am good, Jonathan. Hope you are, man. Just jumping on a map, man. I have not been on in a long time, and actually, quite enjoying it. Actually, I actually kind of hated this map, but I think it's because I was doing the wrong stuff on it. I was trying to do logging, which is fine. I mean, logging will work on this map, but I was also trying to do silage on this map just because I do like the silage area. I think it's pretty good, but just didn't hold my interest, and certainly didn't hold the stream interest. Alright, so let's got one more field that I can cut, and maybe I can do one of each. One just regular grass, and then the other one we'll do hay. Shoot. Yeah, there we go. She's our little shortcut. I always get caught on this map trying to drive through those invisible fences. You need to go take a dump? I mean, I think you mean a dump. But thanks for sharing that with everybody. What's going on, Ryan? Yeah, man, welcome. Welcome from the UK, or welcome from North Carolina, East Coast on the US. Thanks for stopping in. It's pretty early for you. Guess it'd be about 5:30 in the morning. Welcome to the stream nonetheless, though. Did I see the new mod video? I saw the one. Let's see now. The one that I saw, Scott, was the one they had when they were featuring their baler with that 4-stack plus the 4-bale claw. If anybody's going to check out Black Sheep, since we've been talking about them, Black Sheep modding, they've got a new, I think it's something they did for PC. Maybe Wealthy, maybe you can clarify that, since I know you're on PC, and Ryan. And I was thinking they put out that one, and it's the same. It's like the 4-bale stacker, but it like grabs all 4 bales, and you can transport 4 bales, and then their stacker hooks to the back of the baler, and then you can actually use that. I think that was the last video that I saw. I'm not sure if that's the same one. Cool, thank you, Ryan. Appreciate that, man. I'm glad you enjoy them. Try to make last of my cows. I make some of these, pick them up. I've actually got some cows over there now that I've pre-bought. I just haven't fed them anything yet, so I'd love to get cows going by today. That'd be awesome. I think one thing that I always get burned out when it comes into these maps is I'll make, like, you know, 40, 45 bales of any particular thing. Grass, you know, I make hay, grass, and then I'll make straw, whether it's round or not. And then by the time I'm really kind of getting fed up with the map, I'll be like, yeah, I'm done doing that. So the thing with this map is I thought if I stick with the smaller stuff and it's going to require me to, say, make, I don't know, 10 or 12 at a time, well, I'm going to fly through those 10 or 12. So hopefully that'll keep the life of the map going, keep things chucking right along. Alright, yeah, send it to me, Scott. I think that, oh, no, I know what you're talking about. It's like a front loader. It's got it'll do manure, silage, it'll pick everything up. Yeah, I know what you're talking about now. I did see that. Well, I saw the picture of it. I've not seen the video for it yet. May cut these. I may just do Tedder 1. I actually want to try, just because I want to feature as much of the JC. I mean, not JCB. I was reading your I was reading your stuff there, KTM. I want to try to use some of that Kuhn that DLC pack. If you're just joining us, welcome to the stream. Don't forget to like and sub. It does help to like videos, especially live streams, that kind of thing. It does put them in recommended slots for other people that like the same videos that you do. So it actually does help. It kind of works like Facebook and the algorithms they use. So I would definitely appreciate that if you haven't done that. And if you haven't, thanks for subbing. Same with Tom Ryan there was our last one, so appreciate you, bud. And those that have subbed today, I've seen it's been quite a few. So if you are new, welcome to the stream. Gotten out of the habit of welcoming people to the stream, but I've obviously had an uptick in viewership today. So I think that's just because I'm streaming Lossberg, which nobody's streaming right now, which is, you know, it's just an older map. So I guess that's what it is. I mean, it's what's it? It says Friday night, so I guess it could be Friday night. Yeah, I told everybody if I get 20 likes, they wanted for some odd reason to see me put pink put pink wraps on my grass bales. That's another thing. I'm probably going to make grass versus do silage. I get tired of compacting and blanketing and all that stuff, so I'll probably wrap some now that I got that Kuhn DLC. Yeah, even with just doing it half like that, it still doesn't take it long at all. Doesn't take it long at all. I was kind of worried that I wouldn't have the horsepower, since I just had the two Valtras. The other Valtras wouldn't be considered a power horse. I mean, it gets the job done, but it's, you know, it's no power horse of the fleet or anything. I think it only comes in at like 260 or 70 fully modded out, or 280 maybe, so it's pretty light. Let's see, lift that up, fold that up, fold that up. I think that's it, 'cause that's the only grass fields that I have. Oh yeah. Yeah, I think that's, you know, they may do the same thing around here. It's pink everything, especially around football season, sports season. Everything's pink in sports. There's always, unfortunately, there's always some kind of cancer to be raising awareness for. Unfortunately, so they're always getting a big drive for some type of awareness of some type of cancer. It's sad how much of it there is out there, but that's the world we live in. I think I'm gonna put my mowers out here. Yeah, why not? Uh-oh, not gonna be able to put that one in there. Yeah, that's not gonna work. Unfortunately, this one you have to lay it down so that it actually goes in there, so I'll have to put something else there. That one's not gonna work. Oh well, that was a good thought. Yeah, I'd actually love to go to the UK. I've been to Germany, and I've been to Italy, and I've been to Switzerland, and what's the other one? Oh, Austria. But we did not get to go to the UK. I was actually kind of upset about that. I really wanted to go. Uh-oh. Oh, there we go. Alright, let's see. We'll drop that down. Alright, let's see what we can do here. I'm not going to plow on this one. I tell you what, let's do this. I'm going to double cut that grass, so I may not actually get all that done today, but let's use this little gem. I actually think I'm going to have to go get the white tractor, I believe. Let's check. So this one, if you don't know, this was actually a, this doubles as a, what is this, 220? I want to get the other one. This doubles as a cultivator and a oilseed radish planter. So if you've never seen oilseed radish, you're about to. It's pretty cool. I wouldn't normally do it on all this stuff, but since it is part of the DLC, it's pretty cool. I never really liked it using it as a weeder, but putting it on the back of the cultivator is kind of ingenious. So we'll throw this thing out there. Shoot, I went the wrong way again. Yeah, this is ridiculous. I've gone the wrong way so many times. I don't think I can cut around the backside there, because yeah, it's not gonna let me go that way. Everything's got a fence. Everything's got a boundary. There is a there is an American flag in the field there. You can't see it. Let me get up to the other side. I'm not sure where Lossberg is supposed to be, but you'll see it up here. There it is. There's the good old American flag of the old USA. It's funny, it's like sideways and put on top. It's actually supposed to go that way, but it's like the field of grass is it's like it got laid, the cow area got laid over it. I don't know why it's like that, but yeah, whatever. Alright, let's see. I guess I'm going to have to drive all the way around. Unless I can get there through here. Yep, good enough for me. Alright, Ryan says I can go this way, so I'm going to go this way. Alright, here we go. Alright, so the cool thing about... Oh, shoot, I got bales on this one. Dadgummit. Alright, let's go to the other field. That was a fail. Let's see if I can get back out of here. Forgot I had to go pick them things up. That's okay. Alright, so I'll start over here and I'll pull a couple on the headland over here. See if I can get a few of these. Yeah, I'll move my stuff over there. But then you got your seed up here, so you got oilseed radish and you can underseed grass. It'll do either or. I actually kind of like oilseed radish. It will just double as a cultivator, but then you can actually start at seeding, and it will seed oilseed radish as you cultivate. And then it doubles as your fertilizer. So once this gets ground back up, you just need to put a cultivator and a seeder combo back on, and it will cultivate it and fertilize it, and that will stand up for your second fertilization deal, and then you can spray it after the first stage or use granular, whatever you want to use. So pretty cool little operation. I actually kind of like this one. And it's 6 meters, so it's not that bad. It's doable on some of these fields. It's not like using a 3-meter mod. Careful though, there's a glitchy tree. I've yet to kind of figure out why they give you the option to maneuver the disc spines in there. I'm not exactly sure why they give you that option, because it doesn't really pay off either way. So it's kind of curious. Go and get this out of the way. Then maybe I can set a worker on this. We'll see how they do. At some point I'll have to come down here and get this thing. Here we go. Oh, yes. Okay, Ryan, you're talking about, let's see, where are they? Because there's one particular type of tree, and I want to say it's these right. I want to say it's these right here. I don't have chainsaw, but these small ones right here, yeah, they're very, very, very awkward. That was one of the things I kept getting frustrated when I was doing the logging videos here, because every time you would get in there to do one, especially if you were trying to grab it with the Scorpion King, it wouldn't do it. It just wasn't going to do it at all. So I got tired of dealing with it and finally just kind of gave up on it and went to do something else, because I would have to neither hold the usually it meant I was having to move the Scorpion King so far up the tree for it to get to the next cuttable point, and I'd leave this huge stump that I couldn't get rid of. Alright, so that's a good little pass there. Let's see, I'm gonna go down here and make one more pass down on the bottom side. Since these trees are down here, we'll see if I can see how a worker does with this. It's probably not going to work. I didn't think about this. I probably shouldn't have done it, but it's not going to matter now because it'd be ruined. If I remember correctly, this is probably not going to work. They'll get down to the bottom and then they'll stop. On console, they will. We'll see what it does, but I'm pretty sure it's going to stop once it gets down here to the bottom. The thing about oilseed radish is you won't see it pop up right first. It'll basically go through all 3 growing stages, and then it'll just be one stage. It won't grow anymore. So once they actually do come in, that's when you run your cultivator and start planting your new stuff down. don't really know that it adds that much. I mean, you've got to take into account that you're going to be adding in stuff by the time you start putting in fertilizer. So I guess taking all that into account, then, you know, it's probably really not, especially if you're doing a 3-stage. If you're doing a 1-stage, this is probably a little overkill because you will get 2 stages out of planting oilseed radish. You cultivate and plant is 1, and then by the time you cultivate it back into the ground, it's another, I think. So, and then you could do one other. If you are seeding with something like any of those ones that have fertilizer and seeds, then that would be your. I think that would be essentially your third stage. We'll hire a worker here and see what they do. I think this is one problem. It's the only thing I've really noticed about this DLC. You'll notice how I've got these little spots in here, and it's like where your cultivator is just as wide as the seeder, and there's just a little discrepancy on whether or not they reach the full end of the field. So that's the only thing. You're going to have these little tiny little blind spots here and there, and then they're going to leave an edge because that's where the cultivator would stop, since I don't own this field. Time with the girlfriend. I hear you, KTM. Good to see you, bud. I'd stop in next time. Good seeing you again. Yep, same to you, man. I should see this ground response mod actually it gives a lot more life to the fields than we had before, which is definitely it's definitely pretty cool. So they're actually going through this pretty good. All right, what the heck? Oh, they didn't turn the seeds on. Come on, worker. Alright, Ryan. See you, man. Appreciate the sub, and hope we'll see you again. This is typically my streaming time, so if you're around anymore, this is typically when I do. Sometimes I will get an afternoon here and there. So hopefully we'll see you back in. See you, bud. I'm not sure why they're not seeding that whole little area over there, but that's yeah. I was actually kind of surprised. I was actually looking at the analysis of the last poll we did, which we did basically just a Kuhn. What do you think of it? Do you like it? Do you love it? Do you hate it? Is it everything that you bought? Everything that you wished for? And ironically, not one person out of about 39 votes, just in a couple days that we did that, not one person said that they did not like it or thought it was not worth the money. So I thought that was you know, at least the ones that answered it, everybody that answered that poll actually liked it, which I was kind of surprised because it was such a mixed bag of reviews, so to speak. When that DLC came out, everyone was kind of hating on it. So I just thought that was kind of interesting. And I hate that. I'm not sure if there's a way to. I don't think I can fold the cultivator, but I think it folds the seeder too. Yep, it does. So I guess if you wanted if you really wanted to do this, if you had a couple of people here to help, then it'd probably be best to just go ahead and, if you wanted to do oilseed, go ahead and just do oilseed off of a regular seeder. Would probably almost be better if you didn't like these missed places. Get this out of their way. Let's do this. All right. Nope, 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 nope. Alright, so you're not going to let me detach it until I fold it all the way up. Any day now. There we go. I should have done this a long time ago. That's what I get. Alright, now I can go back and finish that up. The 26 is actually a pretty decent sized field for this. I don't know, depending on... It came default with canola on it. I would probably change that up to something else I'm going to need for animals, so I'll probably wind up putting down barley or wheat down on this once I cultivate this back in. You know, I don't really necessarily need any big money makers. I would like to try to make all my money makers be animals. If I had enough grass, I might would go ahead and get sheep started, but I always do sheep, so I was kind of looking to do something different for this one. Yeah, it's missing a little bit. That's okay. Pigs, yeah, I know you could see and feel my excitement on pigs. I'm not a big fan of them in this game. I mean, they're all right. I don't know. They're a lot to keep up with if you're going to do all three. I would say if I was going to do them, I would attempt to do them and just do pigs only. But trying to keep that and cows up, or at least keep up a decent number of them. I'm just not. Always get involved. Dadgummit, it's just not going to work then. Shoot. All right, so worker does not work with this piece of machinery. I guess after the first one it pulls it up and does not continue to seed after that, so yeah. $31 and $34. Oh yeah, okay, there's $31, $34. And would you say 25 and 6? Yup. Yeah, I could definitely do that. Can y'all I think you can only do this in editor. Do you go in editor, Ryan, on PC and erase these little twigs sticking up out of the map that you can't get rid of. 34 is expensive. Yeah, I would imagine it would be, especially being right there by the farm. I don't think you can do. I don't think you can do missions on this one either to bring the prices down. I don't think. You know, and honestly, I mean, I actually like the size of 40. You know, from the perspective of you know, doing some bales or doing some light end work over there. Oh, you did missions. Okay, well I guess they do have a few then. I know they had the gold nuggets on this map, which are actually pretty fun to find. I didn't find them on this one. I did the first time I did though. Alright, so I might have to start going a different way here. Yeah, I guess that's something about this one if you gotta go all the way past it. I think the thing that gets me always about pigs is every time I get into them pretty good, and then the next thing I know I'm losing money like crazy, and I'm, you know, not getting nearly the amount of production that I should be getting out of them. Mainly because I can't ever remember to keep up with them. Especially keeping up enough corn, especially when you get enough of them in there, because they reproduce so fast. I think, Ryan, I think you were telling me the other night on I think you're telling me how many pigs you got on yours, or cows, one of the two. Maybe it was sheep. For the weeds, twigs. Yeah, that's, yeah. You're not doing pigs. Yeah, I was trying to think of what another animal they could introduce in here besides pigs. I mean, you know, I've had some people say they like the idea of horses. Now I think there's a mod in PC. I know you can, depending on which map it is. I know you can. There's I think Sandy Bay for PC is going to have horses running around in the pasture, but I don't think you're you know, going to be doing anything with those horses. But you know, some people said they actually like the idea of putting horses in the game and feeding them, you know, just feed them like you would sheep. You know, sheep, I don't know what the byproduct of that would be unless you're selling calves off for racehorses. Man, this thing has been in my way every single turn in the vent. Ostrich, bison, horses, llamas, 1,320 sheep. Good gravy. I guess if we do dedicated servers, Jules, that's what we got to look forward to. We go in there one day and Ryan's got 1,300 cow in the. It'll take us 2 weeks to get them things fed. I did not plan this out very well. This is going to be one ugly seating. Glue, of course. Yeah, because I don't know. I mean, besides selling stuff, I mean, you know, pigs. I mean, the byproduct is slurry, of course, and I mean, you could do the same. I mean, essentially, could do the same with any animals that we're taking care of. But yeah, I don't know what would be the next, you know, easiest viable solution for Giants to add in a new game or a new animal if they wanted to. Not new game. Yeah. The method to the madness will make sense soon. Hey, what's up, James? Very nice, man. You gonna send me a plate down here in North Carolina? I'll eat it up, bro. Alright, so if I'd have gone up and down, I probably would have had a better, yeah, I'd have probably done better with that one. But it's done. And I didn't use that much seed either, so that's pretty cool. Not a bad machine. Actually, I guess for this, I think what I'll do is I'll just go ahead and speed up time. We'll get into the next day. Get some things parked up here. Yeah, let's go this way. I'll take them taters. I'll fight you for them. Whoop, oh, chat's froze. Alright, there we go. Thank you, Jules. You been playing much on PC, Jules? Alright, let's see. If I go this way, I think I've got... yeah, here we go. It's even harder driving on this map in the dark. A little bit, yeah. That sounds awful good, man. It sounds awful good. Alright, let's see here. Let me turn me on some lights. Got my beacons on. Alright, let's see. There they are. Ah. Gotta say, I do like the lighting on this map. I wish there was some more outside lighting around here. Now, you've got these nice little walkway lights, and I think... let's see, that one doesn't have overhangs, but this one does have one on the outside, I think. Yeah, but I'm not sure where the light switch is. Let me see if it's the one in here. Nope, because that one's on. Oh, there it goes. Yeah, okay, that's better. And this one doesn't have one. It's empty. And that one doesn't. It'd be nice if I had a couple more outside lights. I guess you could bring some of your work lights down here and set them up in the corners and illuminate everything, but... Irish Reds, yep. That's a good choice. That is a good choice. Let's see what I want to do here. Alright. Can't remember where most of my stuff is. I've actually put it around here. So I guess my next thing is going to be hooking up this seeder slash cultivator combo whenever that stuff starts growing over there. Which it'll probably, you can actually look on here on your map. So if you've never done LC Riders, you can see there it is on 26. And growth, you'll see it go through all 4 stages. So right now it looks like it's in the very first one, so it'll actually grow through the 4th, and then when it's dark green, that's when all the oil seed will come up, like 22 and 21 over here. That's what it'll look like when you plant it. I think everything needs plowing. Yep, yeah, except for the grass. It's all got its first stage. I guess theoretically, if you wanted to, you could take the sprayer over and you could fertilize the grass. Now, that's so totally a thing because it's plowed up over there. Let's see. Well, I'm waiting on that stuff to grow. Let's do that. Why not? Just for kicks and giggles. Let's see. As long as you plow it, or as long as it's over a field that's that you can hire a worker on, you can fertilize it. And depending on what you're at, you can, and it actually will work. You'll get way more of a grass yield the next time you cut it. Typically when it's like that, when it's an actual field, make sure you get the right way up there. Actually went the wrong way again. Alright, then I'll have to go took a right, then a left. Nope. Gotta go this way. Yeah, still trying to figure out how to get out of the dadgum farm down here. There we go. So we'll give you the full yield just like a field will. It's kind of cool. So once you cut it, and give you one stage, and you can fertilize it because grass has got 2 more growing stages on it. So if you're interested in fertilizing grass, it just needs to be plowed up and on a field. And this is actually really easy on here. Oh, not here. Actually really easy on Lossberg because all of their grass fields, except maybe 1 or 2 on the very outside, they're all on a field. Oh, I came in the wrong way. Headgummit. Alright. That's the only bad thing about Lossberg. It's a good map except for all these little areas that's got all these fences. You can only get in here one way. Oh, this is totally overkill, but I'm going to do it anyway. Oh, actually, this is actually growing in. I'll see if it'll work, but it's actually growing in, so it's probably not going to let me do it. Net's acting up. I don't think so. Oh yeah, it is going to let me fertilize it. Sure is. I think. Hot diggity dog. So this is as much as I can do since it's already grown its last stage. This is all I can. That's all I can let this one go. Hey, what's going on, Ant? Good to see you, buddy. Yeah, man, we're streaming the Lossberg. Hope you're doing well, man. Gotta learn my distances on this new sprayer. I do like it though. I never used the orange or green one, the Amazon one. I never used it. But it's something with this kind of a spread, you know, doing these small fields like this doesn't take you but a couple times to throw some extra fertilizer and you get extra 30% out of it. So now the next time this grass is cut, I'll get an extra 30% out of it. And this should be all she wrote. Just drinking and crashing the plane into a mountain. Well, that's not good. What kind of plane you crashing into a mountain? You've intrigued me. It's impressive little fold-up action there. Alright, well, since that worked, I am... Oh yeah, speaking of which, while it's on my mind, growing grass, well, this is probably going to be for the cows. I'm actually starting with cows this time instead of sheep. I know. I never start with that, but I am now. Updated this little gym right here, so now it's 12,000 capacity instead of 6, which is actually good. So that's basically 1 bale each. So 1 silage, 1 straw, and 1 hay, and then you'll have your total mixed ration in there. So that's pretty nice. You get it's pretty nice now that you actually get that. So I'm glad they added that in and corrected that. It was at 6,000, and that just didn't. It just wasn't enough. I mean, because I don't even think anything's got an even 2,000 bucket on it. So it's an oblong type of you know, measurement to have to do that. We don't have any kind of bales that you can get in 2,000 each. Alright, so since that worked, I'll go up here and I'll buzz over 31 right quick. And I've gone into a dead end. That's okay. Yeah, what you playing there, Ant? That you're crashing planes in the mountains. I'm intrigued. Oh, oh, that kind of plane. Okay. Okay, I'm with you now. Now I feel dumb. I thought we were about to get on some flight sim discussion. Oh, should have turned time up. Oh well. Yeah, my bad. Welcome, guys, and new ones that are joining in the stream. Just wanted to point out, if you wouldn't mind, if you've, of course, if you like the content, always like and subscribe. But I do have a little poll up there. Just I'm curious as to those guys that are watching, if you've got a favorite map that you really like watching me stream, or a favorite, you know, something in that map that I'm doing that you like. You might have to. I don't really think you can actually vote for all that, but you can vote for the maps that you actually like that I'm streaming. So if you wouldn't mind, just punch in whichever one that you like that I've got live streams up series for, and I'll see if I can't you know, oblige in doing some more of those streams as the days carry on here. My life is a wobbly flight sim. Well, I think a lot of people would probably second that notion. I think sometimes life for me feels like a mod folder in a computer game that never is clear of errors. Let's see, I'm going to make sure this is actually... Okay, yes, it is working. Alright. Yeah, man, this map has actually been like a really good stream tonight, because I guess it's not been streamed a lot recently. So I guess people are like, oh yeah, Lossberg, I haven't played that one in forever. And I'm actually digging it. I tried to start out with not animals logging on this map. Try to start out with silage on this map, and neither one of those really carried its weight in the map. And I never really tried the farming. So now that we got the Kuhn DLC stuff come out, give it a valiant effort here. See what happens. I like it a little more with some more options with this DLC equipment. Gives me a place to use it anyway. Oh yeah, it's like the little. It looks like the letter I. It's an I in a circle, and it's at the top right of the video player. If you're on a mobile device, I'm not sure where it'll be. I know that's where it is on my computer. Alright, I have no idea whether or not I got most of that field covered. Yeah, I got enough of it to not care about the rest of it. Sweet! Yeah, I don't... Oh, I'm about to say, I don't know why I've got so much light in the cockpit. Oh, cockpit in the cab. Whoops. Same place on iPad, okay. And that's a creek. Alright. Yeah, I'm still like trying to figure out. I'll just have to take part of their crop out. There's my road. This map's hard enough to drive around on the daytime, much less at night. Especially this part right here, trying to get back into the farm. Alright, where's my road? Where's my road? There it is. There we go. Squeeze in here. Now, pretty much left my sprayer in here, and I've actually got the granular fertilizer in here, and that Kuhn DLC came with that as well. So I went through my... Got 4 of those in there. It's all my liquid fertilizer, and then I think... Alright, now I need to slow down time. Let me see if this is actually ready to grow, or actually done growing. 26, no, so it looks like it's still on that one. Dang. Alright. So the thing about it is it's almost like growing a crop in between a crop. I guess that might be the only downside of oilseed radish. I don't want to do that every time, but it's interesting to do it every now and again. Lossberg, okay. I've actually liked this map. It's different. I've been streaming so many other places that this is a welcome change. So I guess the square barrel will be next. Alright, so do that. And I guess what I'll do, I'll just go ahead and I'll do this one last thing, because what's my time at? Oh, 2:20? Yeah. Alright, so I'm just going to go buzz these fields really quick. And then I'll leave collecting all the bales, stacking. Got to find out where I'm going to put all this stuff, because the cow area is actually kind of tight down there, so I'm not exactly sure where's going to be the best place. Oh, all right. Well, yeah. If you'll, if you're jumping in, I'll do some more old stream. I was thinking about actually changing it up, and getting some of my older equipment that I had on there, trying to get some of it off to where I could get some of this Kuhn DLC on there. I did the showcase on old stream, and it's actually perfect for there if you get some of the bigger fields, because some of that stuff is actually too big for it. But Yeah, I like Old Stream. Old Stream's probably my second favorite. I like Law Folds for multiplayer. It's good for that, and it's nice getting some of the community guys on there because I've got enough equipment on that map where everybody's, everybody's in the stream and everybody's on camera and not, at the corner of the field doing something obscure while I'm doing something way on this other side. That's the only bad thing about some of these. Some of them, they're so cluttered. Having two people in the same area is actually a lot. Alright, yeah, let's see how fast I can do this. Yeah, I would second that. I mean, we've got those three. The thing that I kind of miss is I kind of miss not having any stronger tractors than what we have. Actually, about every map that I play on, I keep that Case 1455 XL. I keep it in there just because I love it. It's like one of the best sounding tractors, and it's actually got some decent beginning horsepower. It would actually be okay on this map. It's probably got as much as this N-Series does. But for whatever reason, never really gave us any kind of older tractors that are stronger. At least midline. I mean, I guess your Case is probably the next two, but I mean that the Green Dutes is actually a really cool one because that one's got double rear twin rear tires, single fronts, and then the New Holland is not bad. It's got wide tires on it. It's actually pretty decent little decent tractors. They just don't have a lot of horsepower. Even to pull simple things like plows. I mean, one thing I love the idea of plowing and getting yields higher for every single season over, but it's rough whenever you're pulling a 2-meter mod. I just kind of like this. This little kind of hanging off the back end here. There's also another one we got. It was a mod. It was what was the Discabine or the Discbine by New Holland, I believe. I think it was a mod on console. I don't think it came with a default game. Where's my mowers? Yeah, right there. The Discbine 3. That's a pretty cool little machine too. If you've never messed with that one cutting grass, that one's kind of cool. Low horsepower, and it's actually got a decent swath behind it. Takes out. That's a pretty cool little piece. I like it. You can actually control the direction, so you can make it swing to your right or make it swing to your left, and hook a mower up on the front side. I don't rarely ever not double cut grass. Some people have asked me in stream all the time, why do you double cut your grass? If you've never done it, then do it once and you'll understand why. You can fertilize in between before you start picking everything up. Because actually right now I'm actually fertilizing this as I cut it. So first growth stage you could fertilize it and then you could fertilize it again and have, you could have the full, 100%. Oh shoot, I didn't slow up time. Dadgummit. Then you could have the full, amount of grass, almost I guess 60 or 90% depending on if you don't plow, but you get a lot of it. Yeah, I like that thing. I actually used to use that at Coldborough quite a bit until I got some of the bigger ones. I wish Coldborough's like completely perfectly set up to have some smaller equipment on there, but the fields are just so big. Um, I would say, but that map's completely modeled after real life. It's really cool. The guy that made that, I mean, it's verbatim the pictures he put in the FSUK forums. But it's just got the fields on it are so dadgum big, and I don't mind big fields, but the way the cows and the way everything is down there, everything's really set up for a really nice small operation, or at least a medium-sized operation, and it'd be perfect. But every time I start that map over or play it again, it just doesn't matter. It always winds up me buying big stuff because I hate harvesting. I hate doing any of that stuff in there. I just don't like it. Because the workers suck now. They used to be okay. 15 and even before then, I think I'd kind of figured out how I was going to have to work with them around these fields that weren't even. And now it's just completely changed for the worse. You could also do, I'll probably wind up buying this field too, because this is right here. This will be nice. Let's see how much this is. Obviously I don't have the money for it, but sell off a few things and I will. Yeah, 50,000, that's not bad. Be another nice little grass field for whenever you're doing grass bales or silage bales, whatever you're doing. Let's see, here we are. I do think the coolest thing about this map that I kind of said and talked about this quite a bit early on. I think the cooler thing about having some of the smaller fields and not necessarily making 40-50 bales at a time for 20 cows. If I kept these same fields, then I'm going to be constantly having to make things and give me something to do. I think it's the probably one of the biggest reasons I run out of stuff to do in these maps. I get bored because after a while I make so many bales or make up to 100, 125, 150 of them, and then I'm like, well, I'll have to make these again for like 6 or 7 episodes, and that typically winds up being true. I literally won't make them for another 6 or 7 episodes. Some of them I still haven't run out of the bales I made at Old Stream. So this would be kind of nice, kind of switching back a little bit and not necessarily going all out on these, keeping just a couple of small fields. I'll probably, even if I buy some fields, I'll buy small ones. I won't go in there and buy the big ones yet. Be kind of cool. What's going on, Gmail? I'm doing great, brother. How you doing, man? Hope you're well. Welcome on this lovely Friday night. I think I'm gonna use the merger on this field just one time. Should like that little thing. I like it a lot. Man, I'm doing good. Doing really well, man. I'm starting to really enjoy this Kuhn DLC and jumping back on Lossberg, man. It was almost like a I told people when they come in to stream and stuff, I think a couple of them asked me what I was doing. I said, new map, it's gonna be a new map, it's gonna be a great stream. And they're like, no, it's not. I was like, yeah, it is, because I haven't done Lossberg in so long, so this is almost kind of is like playing a map. I done forgot how to drive around on this map, forgot about everything on it, so it's been good. I was really hoping this week for a map, and nothing came, so I guess they're taking a few weeks off from their hard work on their DLC. Not really. Am I marred? No, I'm not marred, but I am married. Let's see. Oh, nope, I missed it. Let's see. I want to use this thing one more time. Yeah. Yeah, I figured. Yeah. Yeah, I got you. Yeah, I get pretty good at reading autocorrect. I guess there's quite a few people that do a lot of stuff on mobile devices, so I get tickled sometimes at the stuff that comes off the autocorrect. I'm like, yeah, they got to be on like their cell phone. I think this thing's a little overkill for this field, but oh well. I'm going to use it anyway. Mard, no, we don't tell me it's a virtual farm accidents. That's right, man. It took me to the virtual hospital. Let's see. Which side do I want to work? Let's work to the right. Right? Sure. Why not? Yes. Yes. Actually, my mirrors do that on everything. They probably even do it on this, depending on. Not sure if they do that. I've never had the N series, but I know on pretty much every other tractor I've ever owned in this game, they do that on mine as well. So you are not alone. I'm not sure what that's from, but typically any of the bigger tractors I'm on, it'll do it at just a certain like viewpoint, and then it'll go away, and it'll come back, and then it'll go away. And it's always the right one, where it's always the mirrors that have the other mirrors right underneath it, like the little I don't know, which I guess you'd call those the blind spot mirrors. Uh-oh. I didn't mean to do that. That's gonna be hard to bail that one up. What can I do here? What can I do? Let's turn it off, and let's see. For me right now, it is 138. Yeah, I can switch to this other tractor and actually see if it'll do it. I guarantee it will. Alright, so that's all I need on that. I'll just put it up for now. At least I know that's a little bit, probably a little bit overkill for that field. Alright, let's see. 31, there you are. $12.39. Okay. Yeah, no, it's still doing that for me. I switched to my other let me switch this other one because sometimes you can see it on that one. Yep, there it goes. Yep, you can see it going on mine. So yeah, it still does it. You're not alone. Well, you know now. I don't know how Xbox works. Now I know mine is automatic downloads. So just trying to see. Shoot. If I remember correctly, usually it won't let you. What you could try to do is try to do multiplayer. But usually, if you try to do multiplayer, that's when it'll tell you that you need to update it. Now that's the way it does on PlayStation. I would imagine Xbox is the same because everyone's obviously got to have the updated version. Then again, it's possible that it updated it in the background in the download that, you know, it didn't really prompt you to do anything. I'm not exactly sure how Xbox works, but I know that's the way it does for me. And I don't know on Xbox how to check it. I know how I can check on mine, but obviously it's you know, it's PlayStation. It's probably too big of a windrow. I shouldn't have done that. Shouldn't have done that. Oh well. Yeah, I figured you could have it set up on auto. Oh, and you haven't gotten it. Well, there's got to be a way on there to check. Let me see, because this is, let's see, these look this way. Now see, on mine, I can actually check for an update. You can see it right there. I can actually check on mine to see if it's for an update. So that's interesting that it has not. That's interesting that it hasn't done it for you. But I know that's. I don't know if you can do something similar to that on Xbox, but you can check for that update and see if you've gotten it. Oops. Alright, so this is a little bit, since you, I would venture to say if you're going to use the merger, don't use it if you double cut the grass. That would be my only, so this one I need, yes, to the right. And try your best not to get all of it. It's kind of aggravating. Yeah, I figured it did. It's pretty good. I mean, it's it's not the same. The quality on it's a little lacking, but it's usable. Let's put it that way. Which typically for most of what we do, that's what we want, man. We want something that's going to be usable on the field. It would be nice if you could actually change the change the color on it and customize it that way. I'm not sure why that was never a simple add-on, but it wasn't. You'll have to tell me if they actually email you back. I kind of get the feeling from some people on the forums that they just don't answer nothing. No, they don't answer much on the forums. I'm usually on there about every day, just checking and seeing what's new in the land of farm sim, and yeah. There's always, I think that's partially, of course I've voiced my opinion on that, but I think that's partially why they catch so much flack from console guys, is because we just ask questions, because we're kind of at their mercy to do anything. They don't answer questions. It's so annoying. So you're saying yeah you do, it's just not there, probably just email. So so you don't have the update or anything? Oh man, this is gonna be a nightmare. Alright, I'm just gonna have to leave that there before I screw it up anymore. Took him a week. Wow, yeah. Well, at least you got a response. Alright, let me hear it, James. News blog, a woman was drunk on a 711 in Dallas, and the police, when they talked to her, she started to throw hot dogs at them from the hot bar. Our old seed came in, very nice. So I guess I'll do that on my episode number 9 tomorrow night. So if you've never known what old seed radish is, there you go. That's what it looks like. And that directly gets cultivated up into your next seeding of the crop. So I guess I will use all of the Kuhn DLC stuff to cultivate and seed. We'll see how that goes. I didn't think I was gonna make that. There we go. Alright. Tell you, I really do like this tractor. Alright, so let's at least we'll leave that there for right now. So this is basically, if you've never seen it before, so this is all the main Kuhn. Now this is everything but one piece, and it slows you up too bad, so that's why I'm not having it. It's like a plow, but it doesn't actually plow. They call it deep soil conditioning, which is a joke because it doesn't plow and it causes you to go super duper slow. So this is basically cultivator, seeder, and then the seed pod up front. So if you don't have the DLC and you're kind of wondering what all this stuff hooked together is, there you go. There's the faux 1-1. Yep. Pretty cool stuff. I was kind of, I still don't think it was worth 15 bucks, but you know, I didn't have a choice but to go in and download it and play with it. So. Alright, well I think that's going to be a good stomping place for me. It's been about 2 hours and 45, so that's a little bit longer stream than I wanted to go, but nonetheless it was actually kind of worth it because I got a ton of stuff done. So I guess as long as nothing comes up tomorrow, I will be streaming tomorrow night. And I guess since tonight went so well, I guess I'll just stay here on Lossberg and do this one, another one. Neither that or I'll do I'll tell you what, since see Terry, you said you like old stream, I may run back to old stream and set some more Kuhn DLC stuff. I may kind of revamp that one just a little bit and kind of add this stuff in over there. So I may do that either tomorrow night or Sunday night, but I'll do that either one, so be looking for that. But for the rest of you that are still here, the ones that have watched, the ones that will watch tomorrow, thank you guys for jumping in with me. Thanks for sitting around for the stream. It's been, yes, the lights do look very cool, man. Yeah, they look good. Thanks for being here. It's been fun as always, and I guess I'll be back on Lawfolds tomorrow or Old Stream, whichever one to decide to do. Probably more than likely I'll stay here just since I got everything going. So hopefully we'll have cows going tomorrow, which will be good. I actually start making some money. But until then, I appreciate it, guys. Don't forget, throw a like up there on the video. It does help. And don't forget to subscribe if you have not subscribed yet. And then I'm pretty much streaming about every single night. So, feel free to hit me up on here. Follow at Full Tilt on Twitter. I do have a flash across the screen here, obviously Full Tilt Gaming at YouTube. But I also have the same at Twitch. At some point, I will start streaming over to Twitch as well, and I'll be trying to pull the doubles with YouTube and Twitch, trying to keep both of them very active and trying to expand the channel up some there as well. So just some things to look forward to here in the future. I guess as I've said, I haven't actually said this in my closing remarks. Good night, guys. Good night, James. Good night, Jules. Good night, Tara. Yep, good night, you guys. Oh, I should say ladies. You're not guys, except for James. At some point, like I said, with T-shirts, that's still a thing that's still going on. And actually working with Ryan possibly here to maybe get some cool stuff done with some pictures and some graphics done. I'm still working on it. Still going to get that stuff done. I know I said I was, and I know it seems like I'm not, but I am still working on that as well. With just all the real world stuff going on. Facebook should be live by the beginning of this week. So I will make an announcement on that in live streams and try to throw something here on the home screen. But if you're interested in trying to keep up with the streams, make sure you check in back to my YouTube, just the main page, and I always have when I'm doing the next stream. I try to schedule that stuff up when I know. So look for that. Other than that, guys, that's all I can think of. Thank you guys for dropping in tonight. I know we had a little bit of technical difficulties at the beginning, but hopefully now that I've updated this, I should be good to go with Game Show, and we'll continue this tomorrow night. So for me, Cycle Nova and FTG, and been another FTG Live Series episode number 8 at Lossberg. I will see you tomorrow night.